Shalom, I'd say all praises to Yahweh, Shalom Yahushai, double honors unto the elders of GMS, and shalom to you sincere brothers out there. This is Pasha Allah from the London camp, GMS London Central, along with all the other brothers in London. You know, this is a response video to GMS Pedophile versus the Bible. It's my response. Yeah, so I'm going to get straight into it. Because I want to show, first off, this dumb nigga, man, this fucking Haitian prick was basically talking about there's a difference between the word force and lay hold. There ain't no difference, nigga. What you don't know is that you don't know how to go into the Hebrew. That's your fucking problem. So let's go straight to the Deuteronomy 22 and 25. Right, this is Deuteronomy 22 and 25. Yeah. If a man be found lying with a woman, sorry, it's a luck. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and a man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. Now the reason why, first off, the reason why he would die is because he's committed adultery. He found out obviously that she's betrothed and he committed adultery. But now when he says force, yeah, the word there in the Hebrew is Chaazaq, yeah, which means strength. But when you go down into the definitions, you basically get, in definition D, the second one, it says put forth strength, to hold strongly. And when you go into the Genesis lexicon, it says to tie fast, to bind, bond strongly, to hold fast, to stick fast, to bind fast, to anything. Now, the force, we agree that's rape, yeah? Fair enough. Now, let's go to Matthew 18 and 28. Because this nigga, like I said before, he seems to think there's a difference between a word. There is a Hebrew difference in the word for lay hold and force. There is a difference. But the action is the same thing. There is an action. The same action is rape, basically. So now we're going to go to Matthew 18 and 28 because you guys don't know how to get into that word, man, and really like understand what's being said. Not diligent in the scriptures. Okay, this is Matthew 18:28. But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants which owed him 100 pence, and he laid hands on him and took him by the throat, saying, "Pay me thou owest." Now the word I want to look up in the Greek, yeah, is laid hands, yeah. So when you look up the word lay hands, the word there in the Greek is kreteo, which basically means take hold, yeah. And when you go into the Genesis lexicon, in the Septuagint, which is the Greek version of the Bible, yeah, it's a Bible in complete Greek. The word there, it says that this word kreteo is a chief word used to translate the word Chaazaq. So straight up right there, that's a cut, man, because that shows you it's the same thing. It's the same action, although it ain't the same word. But now we're gonna get into Deuteronomy 22 and 28, yeah, because you niggas are very simple, man. All right, this is Deuteronomy 22 and 28. Now we're gonna go here. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, yeah, and lie with her, and they be found, etc., etc. But the point is lay hold on her, yeah. So now when we look up the word lay hold, the word there is for pash, which basically means to catch, handle, lay hold, take hold of, seize, arrest, wield, catch, grasp, yeah. And when you go to the Genesis lexicon, to take hold on anyone. And the scripture they put up there for you the scripture they put up there in the lexicon to prove that point is 1 Kings 18 and 40. So I'm gonna get that because this nigga said that, you know, this to lay hold means to juice, to come to an agree. You ain't gonna agree with no bitch for no fucking pussy in the ancient world, man. Think a man would be rapping lyrics to a woman in the ancient world. That's some new school shit, man. These women don't even respect that shit, man. obviously they respect it because it's this world, but I'm saying like real, in true sense of their spirit, they want a man to come in and fuck their shit up, man. This is yeah, 1 Kings 18:40. And Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. Take, yeah? And in the precept there says, apprehend. Let not one of them escape. And they took them. And Elijah brought them down to the brook of Kishon and slew them there. So the two words there that is the same word for push is take and took. Yeah? So I'm trying to understand where you got seduced, where Elijah and these men seduced the prophets of Baal or came to agreement to put them to death. See how simple you niggas are, man. Now, moving on. The word rape comes from the Latin repair, however you pronounce it. Yeah? Rape, repair. Which basically means seize to snatch. Yeah? To seize or to snatch. Now we read in one of the definitions of lay hold, it says seize, arrest, wield, catch, grasp. So that's one and the same thing. That shows you that that is rape, man. And even it said here in a precept in 1 Kings 18:40, said to apprehend. So I don't get, you niggas are so simple. This rape thing is so straightforward, man. It's literally that straightforward. Now I'm gonna get into the age of sex. Because you niggas don't understand that there's an age that women are they're prepared, that makes them ready to have sex. So the first scripture I'm going to go to, because you niggas are of this world, man. You're mixing this, you know, your own shit with the word. Alright, so this is 1 Corinthians 7:36. But if any man think that he behaveth himself uncomely towards his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age, and need so require, let him do what he will, he sinneth not. Let him, it said, he sinneth not. So remember that. Let them marry. Now we're going to go into this, the Greek, okay? Now when you look up the word, she passes, it's a phrase in the blue letter. It says, she passes the flower of her age. The word there is hyperachmos. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct. It says beyond, the definition for it is beyond the bloom of prime, the bloom or prime of life, plump, ripe of a virgin.
Please note that the word flowers in the Greek, when you look it up, you can go back to the Hebrew, Leviticus 15:24 has the same word, and it describes the menstrual cycle of a woman. How you become unclean by having the flowers of your woman upon you. And the word there in Hebrew is nadar, which basically means impurity, as you can see. So that further proves that she is in the menstrual cycle, that virgin.
Now, what's that talking about? What's the flower talking about? It's pretty straightforward. It's talking about when she starts ovulating, when she starts getting put into a menstrual cycle, when her sexual organs are prepared to be, to take basically sperm and bring forth a child. Okay? So now when you check out the prime of life, I'm going to prove this, that it's in your youth. We've got some scriptures on deck. First one I'm going to grab up is 2nd Esdras 5:51. Alright? So 2nd Esdras 5:51, he answered me and said, ask a woman that beareth children, she shall tell thee. Okay? Say unto her, wherefore are not they whom thou hast now brought forth like those that were before, but less of stature? And she will answer thee, they that be born in the strength of youth are of one fashion, and they that are born in the time of age when the womb faileth are otherwise. Consider thou therefore also how that they are less of stature than those that were before you. And so are they that come after you less than ye. And the creatures which now begin to be old have passed over the strength of youth. Then said I, Lord, I beseech thee, if I have found favour in thy sight, show thy servant by whom thou visitest thy creature. So that shows you right there, it told you that the children that be born in her youth are of one fashion. They're strong, they're very valiant, yeah. But then the ones that are born after, when she passes her flower, so to speak, when she's up in her age, they ain't of that strength, man. So let me read this again. But if a man think he behave himself uncomely towards his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age, and need so require, let him do what he will, sinneth not, let them marry. So that's the best time to plough that seed is when she's young. Now, when I look up this word now, actually I want to get one more scripture to back up that point, since we're on the point of ploughing seeds. These are the basics, you know. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes 3:2. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which was planted. So when the woman starts ovulating, that's the time when you plough the seed. That's the best time to put it in, man. That's what it is. Now, moving on, further back up this point. Now, when you look up the word there, in the Greek, like I said before, the word there is, so bear with me one moment. When you look up the word, it basically defined, it said, hyperrachmos, beyond the bloom or prime of life, the plump and ripe of a virgin. Now, when I heard that word, the first scripture I thought of was Isaiah 7:14. So we're going to go to Isaiah 7:14 to further give you an understanding of what's being said. Yeah? This is Isaiah 7:14. Therefore, the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive, and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Yeah, which basically means, you know what it means. That's besides the point, because the point is the word virgin. Shall conceive and bear a son. In order to conceive, you have to be ovulating. Correct. Now we're gonna go into the Hebrew. Yeah, the word for virgin is lama. Yeah, young woman. Now the root word of it is ilam, which basically is the male form of the word. But when you add a ha at the end, it basically makes it feminine. So basically it's one and the same word, but it's just a feminine form because it's talking about a woman. Yeah. Now, when you go to the Genesis lexicon, the word, what it says a youth, a young man of age of puberty. Now, when you look up puberty, you know what puberty is. Puberty is a physical and mental change in a child's body to an adult, enabling them to create sexual production. Yeah, straight up, plain. It comes from the Latin pubertatum. The age of maturity. Yeah? So, that shows you right there that puberty is what? The development of sexual production. Yeah? So this young woman that was able to conceive, yeah, and bear a son, was a young woman in the stages of her puberty. where she was able to have a child. And what are the ages you go through puberty? 11, yeah, for a woman, I believe. 10 to, they say 10 to 11 or 12. If I'm not right, I believe it's between those ages. And they say for a man it's 12 and 13. So that's the ages Mary could have been when she had Yahushua. You dumb niggas. Listen. So now it said age of maturity, yeah. So now when you go on to the second definition for that, when we go back to the word alamana, we go back to it. The other definition is of marriageable age. So now you can't get around that, man. The age of puberty, 10, 11, 12, whatever have you, that's a young age. And that's the age of marriageable age, according to us, yeah? According to the Bible. No, I said us, but I meant the word, the spirit. That's what I was talking about. Because I know you might try and, he said us. He's talking about GMS. I ain't talking about GMS. I'm talking about the word, which comes through forth GMS time with Elder Tar, all the other elders alongside him, and they bring forth the word. Now I'm just gonna close up on this scripture because this is just a quick cut session on you niggas. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 6. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world, that come to naught. Yeah? But we speak the wisdom of the Most High in a mystery. Because this word is a mystery. It's a mystery. And even to you niggas that are in the word, it's a mystery to you. You can't understand that. Yeah? Even a hidden wisdom which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory. All these things about a virgin being able to bring forth a young man, a young woman, being able to create children, those things right there are things that the Most High ordained before the creating of this earth, yeah, which none of the princes of this world knew. For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. So that's it straight up right there, man. You niggas crucified Yahushua. You are the wicked scribes and Pharisees. I'm gonna come back right for you, man. You know, the blades and the daggers are coming out for you. This is so with that, this is a lesson done. Let's say double honors unto the elders of GMS. Shalom to you brothers out there, and all praises to Yahweh Bar Shem Yahushua. See you on the next time, man.